Hello everyone, back tuning into today's video, doing the weekend forecast for today's video. As always on a Saturday, having a detailed look at the weather for the week ahead. Actually later on there will be a second video, and we're going to be, it'll be on the winter updates page. We're going to be verifying the winter forecast. So we'll see how we did. Don't think we did that well, but you'll be able to come back tonight and, well, this afternoon, around 5 o'clock this evening, you'll be able to come back to winter updates page and see how the winter forecast went. And that, of course, will then close the door on the winter of 2016-2017. And that'll be the end of that. So come back soon and see how we did with the winter forecast. But I say, this is the week ahead forecast, and we're going to have a detailed look at weather for the coming 7 days. Now I think I have a lot of dry and warm weather coming up. Temperature in the central England region are running around 2 degrees above average. We're likely to keep that sort of anomaly going over the next few weeks as well. So, over the next few days, I should say, as well. So it really does look like we're in for an extended spell of pretty warm and dry weather. Towards the end of the week, it will turn a bit more unsettled, potentially, and cooler, but we've got several days of really decent weather before we get to that. So I'll go on with weekend forecast in a second. Before I go on that, just say about websites we're using for the weekend forecast. They're coming from webcentral.de and theweatheroutlook.com. You can find links to both of those websites on the links page. This is the latest radar picture from the Weather Outlook, and we find we've got a band of rain becoming increasingly showery and patchy, stretched out through eastern Scotland, down into northern England, through the Irish Sea, and in towards parts of western and northwestern Wales. It's clearing across Scotland and Northern Ireland now, so it'll be brightening up through, of course, this afternoon there, and much of England and Wales is dry, albeit with quite a lot of cloud. Here's today's Arctic pressure chart, and high pressure still more or less dominating to the east and the south, but we are bringing that weather front down from the north and the west. So we'll have that band of patchy rain through the central swathe of the country, gradually edging further southwards in towards Wales, the Midlands, Lincolnshire, possibly East Anglia later on this afternoon. But it will be turning very light and patchy as it does so. To the south and east of that, quite a lot of cloud, but we could bring a few sunny spells through actually this afternoon. And to the north, I think it will brighten up across Scotland and Northern Ireland with some sunny spells coming through. Temperatures are mild today, ranging from around 12 to 16 degrees, way above average. If the sunshine comes out in the southeast for any length of time, we could well see those temperatures going up to around 17 degrees at 63 Fahrenheit. Overnight tonight, we're going to have a weather front through the country, and it's going to be pepping up a little bit tonight, actually. So we'll have plenty of cloud, particularly across England and Wales, with the rain sort of re-intensifying actually through the night. Much of it will be light and patchy, but it's going to get more widespread, I think, as the night wears on. Scotland just about staying out of trouble. You have clear spells and quite a chilly night up there. And then later on, another weather front will move in towards Ireland, Wales and southwest England, and we'll have perhaps more heavier outbreaks of rain developing then in the second half of the night. I say temperatures in the north could get quite chilly at around 3, excuse me, at around 3 or 4 Celsius, but England and Wales will be mild tonight, with temperatures no lower than 7 or 8 degrees for many of us. Now we're going to have quite a cloudy, wet start across England and Wales on Sunday. Tomorrow there will be outbreaks of rain through the morning. That rain will get increasingly light and patchy as it slips southwards through the course of Sunday afternoon. Scotland and Northern Ireland will have bright and sunny spells, a few showers in places, and those brighter skies will gradually edge down from the north and west through the course of the day. I think the south and east is, like to say, fairly cloudy, with dampness coming and going through the course of Sunday afternoon. Temperatures will still be mild, but not as mild as today, probably ranging from around 12 to 15 degrees. Now into Monday, we've got high pressure building in across the country from the Azores, so that looks pretty good. We're going to have a weak weather front in the far north and west of Scotland, so we expect some cloud and showery bursts of rain there. But the bulk of the country will be dry on Monday with decent sunny spells coming through. And it's going to be warm with temperatures going up to 16 or 17 degrees quite easily. That continues into Tuesday as well. High pressure is dominating the weather. Again, there'll be a weather front across Scotland producing cloud and bits and pieces of rain there, possibly coming down into Northern Ireland as well. So not as good in the north, but for England and Wales, it really does look a super day on Tuesday. Long sunny spells, universally dry, and temperatures might go as high as around 18 degrees, so unusually warm for the middle part of March. High pressure is still dominating there on Wednesday, so an extended spell of dry and warm weather coming up. Again, long sunny spells, and that sunshine will probably even spread into Scotland and Northern Ireland, actually, as that weak weather front we have earlier in the week sort of dies a death. So I think generally it's just a dry picture with good sunny spells, and most temperatures will respond to the sunshine, reaching 17, 18, 19 degrees, maybe even a little bit higher if those sunny spells were to come through for a prolonged period of time. One caveat perhaps is that we're going to have light winds, so at night we may have problems with mist and fog. It should go quickly in the morning. The sun should have enough strength to get rid of it quite early on, but it might be a bit dodgy for driving early in the morning on some of the mornings this week, so that might be something to watch out for, some dense early morning fog. Now go through to the end of the week, and the weather pattern begins to change as the high pressure is weakening, and weather fronts are starting to come down from the north and west. So I think we bring more cloud and outbreaks of rain into Scotland and Northern Ireland on Thursday. England and Wales will hang on to mostly dry weather with decent sunny spells. Temperatures in the south will still be up to around 16 or 17 degrees. In the north it will be turning cooler, and temperatures dropping back closer to average at around 8 to 11 Celsius. And then you can see that pressure is weakening as we go through into Friday. We're going to start to bring outbreaks of rain, increasingly heavy rain potentially, into the north and west. Southern areas still just about holding on to dry weather with sunny spells, but get to Wales and the Midlands northwards, it'll turn increasingly cloudy with showery bursts of rain. And Scotland and Northern Ireland could actually be very wet by the time you get through to Friday. Those temperatures returning back to average. So in the south, we'll be at around 12, 13, 14 degrees. Still a little bit above average, but certainly down on what we have earlier in the week. In the north, we are back to average temperatures of around 7 to 10 degrees for Scotland and Northern Ireland. And then into the weekend, it does look unsettled. It might be going over top with this unsettled signal, but both Saturday and Sunday are potentially looking quite unsettled, with areas of low pressure coming through across the country. So I think we expect showers or longer spells of rain, potentially across the whole country on Saturday. Sunday may be the drier of the day, particularly so, the drier of the weekend, particularly so in the south, as the ridge tries to start to extend from the Azores again. Temperatures will be significantly down, not cold by any means, but significantly down and back to average. If I have a look at charts from the weather outlook, so I've got that showery rain from the central swathe of the country today, otherwise a lot of dry weather. It's quite cloudy though down in the south. Showery bursts of rain on Sunday, particularly focused on England and Wales, but as we go through into Monday and Tuesday, and indeed Wednesday, the weather does look set fair with lots of dry weather, plenty of sunshine. Those temperatures will be warm for the middle part of March. And that continues into Thursday as well, although the north and west I think will turn more unsettled on Thursday, and very gradually these unsettled conditions will start to spread southwards and eastwards through Friday and into next weekend as the temperatures return back to average. So in summary, we've got a prolonged spell of pretty dry and warm weather coming up in the week ahead. We're starting off a little bit more unsettled this weekend, then we'll have a long run of dry and mostly dry and warm weather from Monday to Thursday, and then the end of the week does turn a little bit more unsettled, and most temperatures will be dropping back to average. Come back later on and see how winter forecast went. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.